Hey guys, hello. If you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, like period, welcome back. And if you are a new subscriber, hey, my name is April and welcome to my channel. And anybody that's just now joining, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, like this video, comment, do the whole shebang. You feel me? So as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna give you guys a story time. I don't know how I'm gonna title this. I'm probably gonna call it like college probably went wrong or something like that. I don't know, but whatever you see, that's gonna be the title of the story time. I want to make a quick disclaimer. So I notice a lot of people like when I do stories and stuff, but see, the thing is, I'm not gonna make this a story time channel because for the simple fact that I don't have a lot of story times, and I don't want to just give you guys everything all at once and then I'm just dry out of stories. You feel me? So I will be doing story times, but not as often as you guys might want, because yeah, like I mentioned, I don't really do much in life for me to just be throwing stories out there. Like, my life's not that crazy, like I'm pretty simple. So but I do have a couple of stories up my sleeve that I will be posting on this channel. So that's enough talking. I'm just gonna get straight into the story time. So all right, boom. This story is basically about a time I went to a party when I was in college and shit just went left. Like, left. I swear to God, I was like, bruh, it just like, I was just sitting there like, why me? Why me, God? Why? But listen, we want to make it do what it do. Wait, I'm sorry. Another quick disclaimer. I apologize for the background noises. My mom is in the front cooking and stuff because it is Memorial Day. So yeah, she's getting ready for a barbecue. So you might hear like music or like just pots and pans in the background. I don't know. And then plus my window is open. It's summertime. It's hot. And y'all gonna hear a lot of noise out there too. I live in New York City, so y'all just gonna have to get used to a lot of noises in my background, like, cause yeah, it's gonna be noise every day. It's no breaks. So yeah, back to the story. So a little background information so this story could make sense. Back in 2018, I graduated high school. I attended Buffalo State College. So now I'm at the school. I'm a freshman, and I end up later on down the line meeting my friend. What am I gonna call her? Oh, I know what I'm gonna call her Happy Feet, because I met her in dance. I joined the dance team at my school. I met her, so then we became friends, became close, and then I used to we lived in the same like hall. So I lived in Newman Hall and she also lived in Newman Hall also, and Newman Hall had like 3 floors, 4 including the basement, and she lived on the 2nd floor and I lived on the 3rd. So I would always go downstairs and visit her, and we just hang out and have fun. And then that's how I end up meeting her friend, who I became cool with, and I'm gonna call her, bro, this is hard. I don't know how y'all be coming up with names. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm gonna call her Nike. That's how I end up meeting Nike. Nike, she was she's a very sweet girl, very cool. We became cool, and all 3 of us, like, we just started hanging out inside Happy Feast room. So as you can imagine, we're freshmen, we're in college, so of course, you know, drinking gets involved, you know. So basically one night, what were we doing? I don't remember how this came about, but long story short, she ended up telling me how somebody that she knew was throwing a little get-together party, whatever, at his apartment. So they have like this these student apartment complex. Like, they are apartments, but it's mostly students in there because that apartment is like basically on campus. So we was like, all right, bet, like let's go. So me, Happy Feet, and Nike, we decided to go to this little get together. So we're all in our rooms and stuff, we're getting ready and we're texting each other. So Happy Feet ends up texting us and was like, guys, make sure you guys eat, because the guy said that he have jungle juice, it's strong, so I just want you guys to be good and set and blah blah blah. Listen, you gotta keep in mind, I'm a college student, I'm broke, I have no money for food. I don't know what food she thought we were gonna be eating. Like, girl, we don't got no food. Like, so I just ate like a bowl of cereal, called it a day. Nike, she claimed that she had noodles, so she ate some noodles. Happy Feet, I forgot what she ate, but I'm pretty sure she ate something. So that was that. So we ate. After we finished getting ready and stuff, we all end up meeting Happy Feet at her room, and then we decided to go to the party, right? So we walked to Monarch, right? Cause Monarch, it was a good walk. It was a fair walk. Like, it wasn't terrible. Like, you could walk the walk. You feel me? Keep in mind, Buffalo is upstate. It's near Canada, and it's brick outside. Like, it's cold. It's cold because at this point I think it was winter, so it's cold outside. We over here in little thought outfits, just walking in the cold, just going to this apartment complex. Like, so we get over there, we get inside, everything's fine. We get inside, we get our cups, like, you know, everything's good. Like, they have the music playing, people are there. Next thing you know, we end up like by the living room, because we saw people like playing Uno and stuff, so we asked to join. We ended up joining them, so we're just all sitting around drinking, playing Uno, just having fun, kiki, right? Everything was fine, right? No. So let's keep in mind, right, this jungle juice that she mentioned. So we over here, we're drinking and stuff, we're all drinking, just having fun. And I went, so a little bit later on the night, I went back to go get another cup, and Nike, she was like by me, like she came to go get another cup or whatever. So I'm telling her, because listen, I know Nike is not really a heavy drinker, so I assumed, like at the time, I don't think she drunk liquor before, I'm not sure, but she wasn't a heavy drinker, you feel me? So I knew her tolerance wasn't up there. So basically she's pouring another cup, and I'm like, you sure you want to drink another cup? Because you had like, at this point she had like 2 cups at this point, so this was about to be like her 3rd cup, and then I was still on like my 2nd cup, I think. So yeah, I'm just like, are you sure you want to drink that 3rd cup? You feel me? She's like, no, I'm fine, right? But I could already tell like she was kind of lit at this point, so I'm just like, okay, I mean, listen, you said you was fine, you wanted another cup. Who am I to stop you from getting another cup? You feel me? I mean, so she said she's fine, she knows her body more than I do, so I was like, all right. So I just let her have her little cup. So I don't know how this happened. Actually, I do. So, you know, once you start drinking, I don't know about y'all, but me, listen, I have a weak bladder. As soon as I get to drinking, I'm gonna need to pee like 5 times, like 500 times a day. Like, it's annoying. That's why I don't even like drinking in the first place, because I gotta constantly pee, and that's not fun. You feel me? We got to that point. We're just literally like, we gotta pee. We keep going in and out, like the bathroom and stuff. That was the guy's room, the one that Happy Feet knew. So he was just like, oh, like, if y'all need to use the bathroom's in here. Like, he had a bathroom in his room. So we was like going in and out, because we kept needing to pee. This one time that we went to go pee or whatever, so we're all in his room, right? Because mind you, like some people was in there like trying to wait for the bathroom too. Also, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, and then Happy Feet is sitting on like this little chair couch thing. I don't really know what happened, but basically all I remember is I'm sitting on the edge of the bed, she's sitting like at the chair that's right next to the bed, And my friend Happy Feet, she's like gone, like she's lit off the liquor, all that. It's like she's over here tweaking out, and I'm just like, haha, you know, kiki out, cause I'm a bit lit too, so I'm just like, yeah, oh my god, girl, you stupid, like, oh my god, we're good, like, no, you feel me? And next thing you know it, I don't know how, I really wish I could tell you guys the in between, but next thing you know it, we're like in the bathroom with Nike. Well, I'm in the bath. Well, yeah, we're both in the bathroom with Nike because she's tweaked out. At this point, she had too much to drink. Like literally, like when I mean this girl was tweaked. I'm not even trying to be exaggerating. Like I'm so serious. Like this girl was like just off the liquor. Like she was gone. I was like so worried. I was just like, oh my god, like. So I'm over here just trying to like manage her. I'm just like, oh my god, like, oh my god. And then there's people around me that's like worried about her too, like, oh my god, is she okay? Like, cause she's like trying to throw up in the toilet. Like this girl could not throw up. Like she was, I don't know, she just kept gagging, like, and we just like, bro, like just throw it up, like, cause I was oh my god. So she is literally just on the floor in the bathroom, like just bugging out. And I'm just over here trying to cater to her, because literally at this point I'm the only sober one. Because by the time I'm over here like realizing that Nike is like a goner, like I'm sober at this point. And one thing about me, like I really hate this, like I always end up being the mother of the group every time, bro. Every time. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I'm just, I don't know, bro. Like every time, like it don't even matter who I'm with, where I'm at, like every time I'm always with somebody and they end up drunk, I'm always the one that's taking care of somebody, or like that is sober enough to do stuff. You feel me? Like I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think it's just me, because honestly I'd rather be like aware of what I'm doing, because y'all not gonna have me stranded up and out here, like y'all, no. I just don't have that much trust in somebody to just be having me out here tweaked out off the liquor. So like maybe that's why, like maybe that's why I'm always the mother, because I just don't want to be left hanging, you feel me? Like I'd rather be the one sober enough to do shit to get us out the situation instead of depending on somebody else. So maybe that's why. But that's besides the point. Back to the story. Nike, she's literally like tweaked out in the bathroom, and I'm just over here trying to take care of her. Like, and like the other people that was at the party, there was like some girls and stuff that was at the party also that's like helping me out. They're like, oh my god, like they give me their numbers, like, oh, if you need help, like just call this, that, and the third. The host of the party, he's like coming checking in, like, oh, is she okay? I'm like, yeah. And at this point I'm trying to get us out the party. But I can't lift her up, like I don't. And I just didn't know what to do at this point. And at this point I think everybody was leaving the event at the party, so it was just basically us at this point. So you would think that's the end. No, like there's more to the story. I'm trying to figure out a plan. So I'm like, all right, boom, let's call an Uber. Maybe I could drag her downstairs, get her in the Uber, and then we could head back to the room and figure it out. Honestly, I'm just trying to get back to my dorm. However we get to the room, we'll figure that out. But I'm just trying to get to the building. I'm just trying to get to the dorm. That's the plan. So I turned to Happy Feet, right? Because mind you, Happy Feet, she's over here on the side, whatever. Because she's drunk. She's drunk. She's not as drunk as Nike, but she's drunk. So I'm telling her, I'm like, oh, let's book an Uber, da da da. Well, actually, she was the one who came up with the idea of booking an Uber. So she's just like, oh, like I'm gonna book an Uber, this, that, and the third, da da da. So I'm just like, yeah, like let's book this Uber. We're gonna try to figure out to get her downstairs, this, that, and the third. So she calls the Uber. And then we're just like at the place, like just panicking. We're like, dang, like how we gonna get her downstairs? Like the Uber gonna be here in a couple of minutes. Like we don't know what to do. So we just like, we don't know. So the Uber came, right? The Uber came. She's like, oh, the Uber's downstairs, this and that, third. Like, and mind you, I still don't know how to get this girl downstairs. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm panicking. So I'm like, I'm telling Happy Feet, I'm looking at her, I'm like, bro. I'm talking to her like a child at this point, because it's like, listen. So I'm talking to her, I'm like, bro. I'm like, listen, please. I'm like, just go downstairs. Do me a favor, go downstairs. Tell the Uber driver to like just give us a couple of minutes. We're just trying to figure out how to get this girl downstairs. Like, just stall the Uber, you know what I'm saying? Like, just tell him don't leave us, because I'm not trying to get left. I'm trying to go. Like, I'm trying to leave. So basically, she's like, all right, bro. I got you. Okay, so she leaves the apartment. So she dipped out to go downstairs or do whatever the fuck she had to do. So she went out, she left. So now at this point, it's just me, Nike, and the host of the party, and maybe a few other lingering people, but literally it's just us, right? I'm in the bathroom sitting on this on the tub. Like, I'm sitting at the edge of the tub, because they had like those tubs that was like flat, like the edge is flat. Yeah, so I'm just sitting there. The girl is on the floor, she's by the toilet. I'm just trying to get her to throw up so she could get the liquor out her system. Like, I'm trying to figure something out. So she just over here mumbling mumbo jumbo right here, and I'm just trying to figure out a plan how to get her downstairs or back to the dorms, you feel me? So I'm sitting there, I'm panicking. I call a friend of mine, right? I had a friend like from home that attended the school with me. I think I called her, she didn't answer, whatever the case may be. So I ended up calling a friend of mine that was back home. So I'm calling him and I'm like telling him, I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here stranded at this party. I don't have nobody to help me. Like, I don't know nobody's number. I don't know, like, I can't get, like, I just didn't know what to do. So I'm like telling him this, and he just like, oh my god, like, dang, like, you know, just trying to give me some words of encouragement, whatever the case may be. So I'm just like so yeah, I think I end up getting off the phone with him eventually, and then I'm like, all right, boom. So I get off the phone with him, whatever. No. Then I'm like, I'm sitting there, right? I'm like, okay, where the fuck is Happy Feet? Where the fuck is Happy Feet? Like, I was sitting there having a whole conversation with this man on the phone. Where the fuck is Happy Feet? I just realized, I'm like, bro, this girl's been gone for a dumb long. Like, what the fuck happened to Happy Feet? So I'm just like, now I'm panicking about that. At this point, I was sober. Ain't no liquor in my system, no nothing. Like, I am sober. This is sober April at this point, because my anxiety was through the roof. I couldn't take it no more. So now I'm like, oh my god. Like, so now I'm panicking. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I call her. I'm like, bro, I'm like, where are you? Like, what happened? Like, you got in the Uber? Like, what happened? She's like, when I went downstairs, the Uber wasn't there. I checked my phone, the Uber was at Newman. I'm like, so the Uber didn't even come in the first place. The Uber was at Newman. So we booked the wrong location in. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, okay, so what are you doing? Like, why, like, what are you doing? Like, what happened? She's like, oh, I'm walking to Newman right now. Like, I walked over there, like, she's telling me she walked. I'm like, bro, why would you walk there by yourself in the dark? It's literally like late at night, probably past 12 o'clock at this point. It's past 12 o'clock at this point. Why? And then you're by yourself late at night, you're a female. Like, I'm not understanding. So now I'm like, I'm stressed. I was stressed. No 18 or 19-year-old should be this stressed, bro. I was like, alright. Now I'm trying to tend to her. I'm like, okay, so like, what are you doing? Like, I'm asking her questions like, what's going on? Like, da. She's like, oh, she basically made it there safe. Thank God. Like, she made it there safe. Now she's drunk and stuff. So now I'm like, she's like, oh, I'm here. Like, I'm here with a friend of hers, right? I'm not gonna really give her name because she pops up like only this one time in the story. So she was with her friend that she also know that lives in the same building as us. So I'm like, pass her the phone. So she passed the phone to her. I'm talking to the girl. I'm like, hey, like, she's living now. Can you like, you know, hold it down for me? Like, try to take care of her, whatever the case may be. Like, you know, just watch over her. She's like, I read, like, I got you, bro. And I'm like, thank you, because I'm over here stranded here with Nike by myself. So she's like, all right, I got you. So I'm like, all right, boom. So now that kind of calmed me down a bit. I'm like, she's good. She made it back safe. Like, she good. So now I'm sitting here like, Nike, what we finna do now? What we finna do, Nike? Because I don't know what to do. So this is what I do. I take Nike's phone. I know. Listen. I had to figure out something. I take Nike's phone and I'm just playing with her the phone. I'm just like just typing stuff in. I'm trying to see like who, you feel me? So I'm trying to get into her phone. Like, I'm just clicking random buttons. I'm like doing this, that, and the third. I don't know how. I don't know how. I to this day, I don't know how. I don't know how. But I'm glad I did. I got into her phone. Guys. We lit, bro. We lit, bro. I was hyped. I'm like, yo, I gotta do it. I'm lit. Like, so I'm like, oh, boom. So I get on her phone. So I'm like, I look through her contacts. Cause I remember her cousin goes to school out here like with us. So I'm like, bet I'm gonna call the cousin because he's a guy, whatever. So I'm like, he could come help me lift her up type stuff, and we could like go back to the dorms, whatever. So I'm like, I bet we lit. Like, so I'm calling the kid, bro. Not answering. I'm like, no, please answer the phone, please answer the phone. So I'm calling this man phone down. Like, you would have thought like I was his bitch or something. Like, no, like I was calling this man's phone down. I'm like, no, you're gonna answer this phone because I'm not gonna be here stranded. No. So I'm calling. Finally, he answered the phone. So he's like, oh, my phone, like I was at practice, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, bet. All right, so I'm over here by Marnark, like I'm in the building, blah, blah, blah. Like, your cousin, she's gone, like I don't know what to do. Like, ooh, I almost said what's name. I almost said something. I'm like, happy feet left. Like, I'm here by myself. Like, I don't have nobody to help me with her. Like, can you just like come and get us? Like, you feel me? So he's like, all right, I'm coming, this and that, third. So now I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like, so I get off her phone, I put her phone back in her pocket, or I think I held it or whatever, I don't know. But so I'm sitting on the toilet, not the toilet, I'm sitting on the tub, and the girl, she's still on the floor, you know, just there, and I'm just sitting there waiting. Eventually the cousin finally pulls up, so I'm like, there is a gun. Like, so I'm like, yeah. So he comes and I'm like, okay, let's go. So he like grabs her top, like her top, what am I trying to say? The top half of her body, Jesus. The top half of her body, and I was holding her legs. So we holding her, like we dragging her out, you know, whatever. So we head out the apartment, we going down the hallway. I mean, we did struggle a bit. I'm not trying to say it was easy breezy, lemon squeezy. It was not whatsoever. Like, this girl was a bit heavy, especially because she's like dead weight at this point. So we just over here like holding her, we trying to get out, whatever. So I could imagine how the security guard was looking at us, cause they have like a security guard at the first floor, whatever, like by the doors. So I could just imagine what he was thinking when he saw us dragging this girl that's gone at this point out the apartment complex. I know he was just like, So yeah, so at this point now like I said, it's cold outside. We get outside, it's cold, it's snowing, like it's literally snowing. And we have this little car because he brought his friend that had a car to come help us, whatever. So now we're all jam-packed in this car. Like I'm literally like, we just shoved the girl in the back of the seat. I'm like in the back of the seat all like scrunched up because like she's like kind of laid out, so I'm like trying to, you know, I can't really sit comfortable right now, so I'm just like in the back of the car or whatever. And we drive to Newman Hall. Newman Hall is not a far drive because like I said, the walk is not that bad. So we was there like literally in under 5 minutes. So boom, boom, we get there. We get to the front of the building, we take her out, we're trying to bring her inside, and she's like mad heavy at this one. So we try to bring her inside, we put her down because I'm trying to get my keys out to open the door, because to get inside you need like this little keypad or a key lock, key fob, that's what you call it. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. That little like plastic circle thing that people be using to like beep, and then it opens the door. So that's what we had like to get inside our dorms. So I'm trying to get the keys out, you know, and she's like on the floor where like sitting up on the like by the steps. So I'm trying to get my keys out. And guess what? All I see is flashing lights. All I see is flashing lights. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. And all I hear is, hey, what we got going on over here? I'm like, oh my God. I thought I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. Mom, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. So I'm like, I didn't even turn around at this point. I'm just like, I was just like, I paused. I'm like, turn around, 2 cops coming up to us like with their flashlights, like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? Like, you guys okay? Da da da. I'm like, oh my, we was just about to get inside, bro. We was just about to get inside, and we were gonna be nice and calm, and we could have just had her sleep it off and called it a day. But no. Mind you, we still outside the building. It's snowing, it's cold, so now these cops stopped us, questioning us, and I'm cold. I have on this skirt on. I remember what I had on. I had a skirt and I was cold. And oh, I think I have a video of me with my outfit. If I find it, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna show y'all what I had on. But yeah, like I was like, so we was outside, and I know it just looks mad sus. First of all, we're not even supposed to be drinking, period. Like on the college campus, like that's like a rule. We can't have liquor in our rooms and this, that, and third. And plus, we're not even of age at that point, so it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I'm like, I'm panicking. I'm like, like I'm about to go to jail. Oh my God. So right, so what the freak happened? So literally, so we have this girl that's on the floor, boom, we have these 2 guys, and then me, like, yeah. So now they're like, what's going on? Like, you guys good? Y'all okay? Da, da, da. I'm like, and we just like, oh, we good. I mean, the cousin did most of the talking. He was just like, oh, we're good, officer. Like, this is my cousin. Like, she went to a party. She was drinking. This, and the third. And he's like, oh, what did she have? Like, do you know what she had? And then now he's looking at me at this point because I was the last one with her. So I'm just like, I wouldn't know. I was like, sir, it was jungle juice. I'm not sure the specific type of liquor she had. Like, it was just mixtures of stuff, like, you know. So now he's like, oh, do you know how much she had? This, that, third. And I'm just like, she had this amount of cups, like, you know, this, that, third. Like, I'm just answering his questions. We're just answering his questions. And he's just like, oh, okay, well. And then he's like, well, we're gonna call the ambulance. She had to go to the hospital. Like, she don't look pretty well, this, that, third. So I'm like, oh my God. I mean, listen, I was like, oh, I was like, damn, now we gotta wait out here. we gotta wait out here in the cold until the ambulance get here and make sure she's okay and all that. So yeah, so we just we outside, whatever, we waiting for the ambulance to come. Mind you, whole time, I didn't even mention this, but whole time I'm like on my way to the place and like trying to get inside the our dorm hall. Literally, Happy Feet is blowing my phone up and keeps like trying to talk to me on the phone, and then she's like keep trying like, oh, I'm coming, like I'm gonna come outside, I'm gonna help. And then I'm like, no bro, like just stay inside, like I don't need more stress on my plate right now. I'm trying to get her somewhere safe. Like, so now I'm just like, bro, no. Like, she's just like, no, I'm gonna go. So we outside the building, like I said. So I'm like, we outside, like the ambulance gonna come, like it's okay. So she's like, I'm coming downstairs, like I'm coming, this and that. I'm like, no, no, stay your black ass upstairs. Let's not clicking, bro. Like, I was like, no, 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 stay upstairs. Like, so she's literally like this on, like this, she's just in my ear, and then now I'm just over here like worried about the ambulance, I'm just, so then eventually the ambulance comes, she go inside the ambulance, and then they go off to the hospital. Her cousin leave with her, the friend that drove us, he left. I go inside, and then the RA that was, first of all, I know the RA was just looking at us like, what the fuck? Like, the RA was sitting at the front desk, like, when you come in, and then she was just like, oh my god, like, is everything okay? I'm like, stop talking to me, because I had a long day. I was just like, yeah, everything's fine. And I just went towards my room, because I'm like, no. I was tired at this point. It's like probably 3-4 o'clock in the morning at this point. It's late, the liquor is gone out my system, ain't no fun for me. It's a wrap. I go back upstairs to my room, and I knocked, like literally, I took my clothes off, put my pajamas out, I knocked. I didn't want to hear nothing. I was like, I'm done, I don't care, I'm going to bed. And that was it for the night. Like, I went cold turkey. I was like, yeah, because that night was something else. Like, y'all couldn't, girl, somebody called me. So I'm back to the story. Like I said, I just went in my room, I knocked, I went to bed, I didn't care about nothing else, and that was my night. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. It was a lot. It was like a lot of stuff going on. It was just too much, but that's what happened. Just let me know, like, if you guys had a experience like that. Like, please let me know, because like, or just like comment down below and let me know, like, if you're the mother of the group, because, and how does it feel? Like, do you like being a mother? Like, what is it? Like, just let me know, because I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't mind being the mother of the group, because like I said, like, it's kind of for my safety too, like, because if I'm aware of what I'm doing, like, I can get wherever I gotta go safe, you know. But at the same time, I don't want to have to keep attending to other people, one, and two, sometimes I want to be the lit one too. Like, sometimes I want to be daddy, like, out in public, but you know, that's never the case. So just let me know, like, just comment down below, like, y'all like college story time, like little parties, because I know college parties be going left all the time. So just comment down below if you guys had an experience like this, similar to this. Let me know if you guys are the mother of the group. Like, just let me know, like, just comment down below. Like, I just want to see more people commenting, being more interactive with my channel. Also, don't forget to like. The more you guys like this video, the more views I could get, because YouTube will push it out. Like, and yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. Like, if you want to see more of me, if you guys want to be a part of the gang, like, hit that subscribe button and press that bell notification. Like, yeah. So bye.